No, I
Yeah.
love it. Well, we have one final question. It's a quick fire question. So I want you to complete this sentence. Being an entrepreneur is like blank because blank. So being an entrepreneur is like because, and then so you can finish the sentence.
It's like warm butter. It goes on everything. And it's
Very
easy to
good.
cut. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like warm butter. So any knife can cut it. Being an entrepreneur, you have to be somewhat crazy. Not Michael Myers knife welding crazy or Freddy and Friday the 13th or something, or
Yeah.
Jason. But you need to see it as a romantic, almost Renaissance. And sometimes you need to walk alone because the herd doesn't believe that way. And it's okay to have safety, but this is about taking risks. And the risks you're taking is how much you love yourself and believe in yourself. And when you get those rainy Wednesdays or that 80% that wants to quit and doesn't have the 20 to continue and the second guessing, those are the best stories to tell when you have made it. The times when you almost quit or the times when you literally were down to your last $5 and you had to figure something out. And you ask yourself this question: how do I want to live with myself? I can always make that $5 back and I can go work somewhere else, but how do I want to end this chapter? Am I going to do it dying with my boots on and having a romantic death? Or am I going to cower in the corner and cry? And so what you're doing sometimes, Kimberly, is allowing yourself to shed some skin and really see what you're made of at that moment, especially when these are self-inflicted bullies that you have or these weird demons
Yes.
that you carry with yourself. And so I guess I needed to get away from the United States and Philadelphia, and I love my friends and family, but I kind of needed to be by myself in order to see really who I am. And most people don't have the time or the resources or just the idea of even where to start. And I don't even know even what advice to give them. I just knew that sometimes you have to get past certain guilt and maybe you might make some decisions which others seem as selfish, but you see it as self-preserving. It's true because you have your private moments when your head hits the pillow, Kimberly, and you got to look at yourself in the mirror and you love yourself. And I want you to keep loving yourself, not footloose, fancy free. Oh my goodness gracious, you sometimes need to have a dessert with your dinner and you need to drink life a little bit. And I just decided to go all in and maybe the stars were aligned. This should have never happened. Let's call it as it is. And I started my business just with cash and I kept paying rent and the overhead and making a margin and never overextended, no partners, buy used computers so I could scale. I did it
Hmm.
slow like grandma and grandpa taught us to do. It's not glamorous, damn it. If you want to be an entrepreneur, I mean, what is in your kitchen? What is under the hood? There's sometimes grease and you get dirty. You just show the presentation, which is beautiful, and you make it look easy. And so going back to not being hard on yourself, just take into consideration what you're asking yourself to do. And if you can take it with a good pace and a good stride and deep breaths, I don't know, Kimberly, maybe you and I can make the long game. We can actually make it through. Boxers do get 12 rounds. I mean, come on, some of this stuff is not the first round knockouts. And so always think of the long plan. And if you have that in your mind, then there's a very good chance you might make it.
Oh, I love that. Well, I appreciate you so much coming on our podcast and letting our listeners hear your great advice and analogies, amazing analogies that you've had today. So I appreciate it so much. Thank you
Yeah.
for imparting your wisdom on us. And I'm very excited to see what the listeners say about this episode. But where can
Me
people find
too.
you?